Hello everyone, so this video is a cautionary tale for everyone that gets a new MacBook and with ARM CPU and decided to do one of such things. The first thing that you can do wrong here is to do a system migration from an older MacBook, and the second thing that you can do wrong is to change your password after you created a user. So when you do those two things on an ARM CPU MacBook, you will get a system that quickly destroys itself and will not be able to do basic stuff. So if you start with the migration, I had so many people, especially like when the first M1 and M2 were released, they were switching to ARM CPUs and did a system migration to the new system without creating a new clean account first, and were stuck with a machine that was not operable, and they had to return it to the Apple Store. Because if you do a system migration and your system cannot boot, you're like stuck in a loop, and there is no like real system recovery on this kind of machine. Like if you haven't set up a proper account, you cannot get anything to work on a recovery, and the only way you can get the machine to work again is to return it to Apple. But now we have a different situation. Here we have a client that did a migration and then started to use his computer, but noticed that he couldn't get any application to access the camera on the privacy and security. And I just spent 3 hours trying to fix this in so many ways, and there is nothing that I could was able to do even after disabling every kind of security settings. Like this machine is now totally not secure. I did so much tinkering with the terminal and using external programs, and I still, for the sake of it, for the life of it, I cannot get this machine to allow new applications, that is including Safari, to access my camera. So I cannot detect any active stream of media content. And if I go here and go to here, camera, there is no application that ever requested the camera to be used. If I go to FaceTime, however, the camera is perfectly working. Well, I might just show myself. Ciao. And yeah, so that is the situation this client is in. I spent 3 hours trying to fix this shit. This is so awful, and it's something that happens. This is just one of the possible things you can get into if you just migrate anything, because lately Apple has been adding layers on layers of security stuff to the system, and these are the ones that makes things go mad. These are the things that break compatibility with old stuff and break compatibility with old configs files that you have in your system. And or you either change your account password, and when you change your account password, that means that you go to users, here, user and groups, and you have an administrator account here, and you change your password. That is allowed by macOS. macOS allows you to actually change your password. Okay, that is perfectly acceptable for the UI of macOS. But if you do this, you will quickly have this encounter similar issues to this one with the security, where you will not be able to allow stuff. You will not be able to add a new user. Your user will be half admin, something like that. And the worst thing is that sometimes you just cannot log in anymore because the system doesn't recognize either your old and new password. And if you don't have another user, that means that you have to return the MacBook to the Apple Store and you have to get it reset. And the best way to change a password is just to make a new user, create a new user with a new username and new password, and delete the old one. Or even better, just keep the old one, just in case you have something going wrong with your account, with the user account. I will now try to do a new account here, just in case that fixes the security settings here. And here on the new account, the pop-up for the webcam access comes out, and it works. That is amazing. So this fixed it in the new user, and so that again shows you that the problem lies beneath the user migration that was performed when this machine was firstly initialized. And yeah, I guess that is all for the video. Sorry, just to point out, the obvious stuff was tested. I did try to delete and reinstall Google Chrome. I tried to delete a couple of configuration files in the user, the old user. So I tried a lot of stuff, really, trust me. But I've been to Reddit and Google and like checked a lot of threads on the internet. I tried 2 different utilities like TCC Plus and TCC Utils, something like that. I installed the brew and yeah, a lot of stuff that was tested. So yeah, I guess that is all for the video.